Okay, so I recently journeyed a little over 38 hours to get to the Philippines by myself. By myself. It was my first time flying by myself. But Heinrich, you say. I'm Heinrich. Hello. The flight to the Philippines is only 16 hours at most. So why did it take you 38? Well, my answer for that is that I am cheap. That's my answer. I am cheap. And I would rather take a bajillion stops and a flight and layovers that will heighten my anxiety tenfold than spend $600 to $1,000 more. I'm willing to sacrifice my mental health for this. I don't care. I am cheap. I don't want to pay that much money. If I had that much money, like $2,000 to go to the Philippines, I mean, I did, but then I wouldn't have enough money to like buy shit in the Philippines, you know? So what's the point? Anyways, it was 38 hours. 38 hours, my trip. It wasn't just one flight. No, cuz what kind of plane can fly 38 hours? I don't know. I'm not a nerd. I don't know. But, the 38 hours included 2 layovers and 3 flights. So, let's break this down. Okay. My first flight, LAX to Taipei. We stopped boarding in about an hour. Very tired. I want to go to sleep. I have a massive pimple brewing. Do you see that? That's insane. I had a bit of trail mix to eat, and then I bought a tea and water. But I tried not to drink too much because I don't want to pee on the plane. I'm just tired. I really want to go to sleep. I'm very much looking forward to some sleep. Yeah. Well, it's a 14-hour flight, so hopefully I get as much sleep as I need. Yeah. It was 14 hours and 40 minutes. It is my longest flight. It was horseshit, to say the least. I mean, for a flight, it was pretty smooth. All right, there was not a lot of turbulence, and I didn't get scared of like the landing or anything or the takeoff. I was totally fine with all that. It was purely because I didn't have my mommy, and because I didn't have my mommy, I was seated in a middle seat, squished between two 50-year-old men. And props to these guys, honestly, because they were physically as far away from me as possible right when they saw that I was going to sit in the middle of them. They were like, oh, let's get away from her. Let's not catch a case. Which props to them. They made me as comfortable as I could possibly be on a 14-hour flight squished between two strangers who I did not know. That's the definition of a stranger, you idiot. But props to them. All that. There was one incident where I was trying to take a picture of the city through the window, and the guy next to the window was asleep. And I accidentally woke him up, because when you take a picture in an all dark airplane, taking a picture of an all dark city, except for the lights, of course, the pretty lights, your phone, an iPhone, will automatically turn on the flash for you. And I have a little clip of that, actually. you couldn't hear that I said, "Oh shit," really, really loudly and woke up the person next to me. But it was there, and it was very embarrassing. But yeah. Anyways, but my anxiety without my mommy was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I didn't get up once to go pee. I refused to drink any water because I did not want to get up to go pee, because I play a game in my head of second guess everything you know. And I said, is that a restroom? Is that place everyone is getting up to go to the restroom? Or is it some magical place that I just don't know about that happens to exist on planes? It was the restroom. You know how they put it behind a curtain? I forgot about that, and I was just like, maybe I'm not allowed to go there. But everyone else is going there. Maybe I'm not allowed to go there, though. I love that game. I love to play that game in my head. I love anxiety. Also, I did not speak to any of the flight attendants or the guys next to me, other than to apologize. Because even though I needed their help, the flight attendants or the people next to me, to figure out how to recline my seat. It took me 6 hours to learn how to recline my seat. That button on the handrest, that's how you do it. I thought it was like that. I thought that button was like to pull up the handrest or something, and I didn't want to like make anyone uncomfortable next to me or ask for any help from the people who are supposed to help you on planes. So I was asleep in this position the whole time for 6 hours, and I was so uncomfortable because I asked my mom why they did this. The seats on planes are like this, almost like this, and that's because that's the most like safe seat, like in case there's turbulence or anything. That's the seat that's gonna give you the least amount of whiplash, apparently. But it's not the most comfortable of seats. Everyone else's seat around me was reclined except for mine, and I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, where is there a button under the seat? Is there like a lever next to it, like a car? No, there's a button on the handrest, and you're too anxious to press it. So I would rather sit in 6 hours of back-breaking pain instead of asking for help. But anyways, I digress. So that was my LA to Taipei journey. So once I land in Taipei, you'll see. I do a whole thing. I'm in Taipei. I have a layover. It's 9 hours. I have a 9-hour layover. So that's so fun for me. My face is oily. My hair is tangled. I am sweaty. I don't like it. I'm hungry. I'm starting to get a migraine. I'm not having the best time. But I think I'm gonna walk around, explore, maybe buy a new shirt, because I'm wearing so many layers. Like my skin looks fucking disgusting, so I think I'm gonna go freshen up first. And yeah. Yay. Yeah. Okay, so remember when I said that I wanted to go find somewhere to eat and freshen up and all that? I have not, because so many people. I'm very anxious. I'd really rather just sit and starve. I mean, I won't. I'll gather enough courage to get up. I'm really tired. I would love some water. So I don't know if they take dollars. I mean, they must, because like it's an airport. It's not like it's a mom and pop shop outside of the airport. It would make sense, right? But Yeah, I don't know if this whole traveling by myself thing is for me. I think if I do end up having a job where I have to travel, my mom will be coming with me everywhere. I think that's just it. I want my mommy. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I panicked. I still went to McDonald's, but I only got 6-piece chicken nugget. And since I couldn't read the currency, I didn't know what like the exchange rate was. I was like 60. It was $2. But I panicked, so I just got that. So I also went to another place called something cafe. Wing Cafe. And I got fruit pudding because I thought it looked good and I really love mangoes. And I got water. Thank God. So now it's eating time for me. So I did my quiz and I got a 14 out of 15, which I think is pretty good for someone who did not go to the last 2 lectures. I found my gate. I ate. You already know that. Yeah. This is gonna be a short one. But I have been here. I wonder when I'm gonna learn how to read this watch. I've been here since 6 a.m. and it is now 12:50 p.m. So, yeah, it's been a while. 6 hours. 3 more hours to go. I have 2 more flights. Right. And then I get from Taipei, there's a 9-hour layover from Taipei to Manila. And then Taipei to Manila's flight is only 2 hours. I get on a plane again and everything. It's fine. No one is sitting next to me, which is amazing. It's beautiful, one might say. It is. I don't have any more synonyms for that word because I am stupid. But it was great. It was cool, very nice. And then from Taipei to Manila, I had a 12-hour layover in Manila, which was a little less anxiety inducing because my mom used to work at the airport there, Terminal 1, and she still has friends from like college who works there. And like they picked me up. They were very nice. They brought me to my mom's old office, which I used to spend time in as a child. And it was just a blast from the past, and it was very nice. And I can speak Tagalog, which helped. It very much helped. But no one spoke Tagalog to me. Strangers, like when I went to go get my money replaced from dollars to pesos, like the people just assumed that I didn't speak Tagalog, which is totally fine. I understand. Look at me. They could probably hear my accent when I speak Tagalog too, because I have formed an accent, an American accent when I speak Tagalog, which is so embarrassing. But whatever. So the Manila layover was fine. My mom's friend from college, he wanted to take me out to like dinner and stuff because he's known me since I was a kid. He's like my godfather or something, I think. I don't know. But I was so tired. I was like, no, it's fine. I'm really not hungry. I was so hungry. But I was more sleepy and tired than hungry. So we went to the lounge that I was that I had paid for in advance. Like, it was like a capsule hotel / lounge, and you could take a shower there, you can eat there, you can cook there, you can sleep there, and I did. I slept for about 4 hours there, because I took a shower, which took like an hour, because I felt so gross, and I just needed to take a hose down. I needed to hose down, and because I felt fucking disgusting. But yeah, so it wasn't too bad. And then I went to my gate at 1 a.m. in the morning. My flight was 5 a.m., but my mom woke me up at 1 a.m. so that I could be on time. On time? 4 hours? At least like 2, at least. You're still gonna make it. Like, there's, it's insane. But I checked in, whatever, and I waited at the gate. I waited for so fucking long. And they don't tell you this, but at Terminal 3 in Manila, the Wi-Fi there only lasts for 3 hours. So, for someone who does not have a SIM card, who relies on her mommy to give her directions, it was a little nerve-wracking not to have a way to contact her, because of course I had used up the Wi-Fi, because of course I was bored, and because of course I brought books with me to read, and I did not read them. So I just scrolled through Twitter like an idiot. So I didn't have any way to contact my mom, so she didn't know if I got on my flight or not. Yay! Because it was also 1 a.m. and she had been asleep, and I didn't want to keep her on FaceTime. Also, she fell asleep on FaceTime, which she felt bad about, because she was like, I don't know where my child is. But I made it on the flight. From Manila to Palawan, that's where my end goal was, Palawan, because that's where my grandparents live. That's who I was visiting. That was only like an hour and 20-minute flight, which is fine. No one sat next to me. Again, there was 3 seats, and there's one girl, I think, at the end of the row. But she stayed away from me, and she didn't talk to me. Thank God. But it was fine flight. And, waited for my bags and reunited with my mom. So that was nice. I feel like this has been a horrible, horrible way of explaining what happened. But I'm scatterbrained. Scatterbrained. Yes, scatterbrained. And that's I'm not a very good storyteller. So, yeah. But I made it. It was 38 freaking hours. This does not include the 4 hours that I was early for LAX. So actually, it was 42. 42 hours of being away from all my friends and loved ones. It was bliss, but also horrible at the same time. It was just awful at the same time. I never want to fly by myself ever again. But it was necessary. So I did what I had to do, and I did it because I'm grown and I'm 20 years old, and I feel like that's not a big deal for a 20-year-old. If I was like a 16-year-old, then yeah, it would be scary. But I feel like 20-year-olds should be able to handle that. I did. I handled it. I got there. I didn't cry once. I got an A on my stats quiz. And I vlogged some of it. So, yeah. Boom. I hope you enjoyed the first part of my Motherland series. That's what I'm calling it, because I'm dramatic. My Motherland series, because it was my first time back in the Philippines for about 6 years. And a lot happened in those 6 years. I know a little bit less Tagalog, and a little bit less of my culture, and a little bit less of my family. So it was nice to go back and learn a lot more and everything. But yeah. Y'all have a good day. Fuck off.